Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we make sense of those confusing corporate filings. Today we're diving into a company that's been through a lot, maybe even too much, and is trying to get back on its feet after a rough patch. Get ready for a story of bankruptcy, restructuring, and a whole lot of financial shuffling. We're going to explore how they're trying to turn things around and what it all means for anyone who might be following this company. This is an 8K filing from Gritstone Bio. An 8K filing is something a company puts out when big things happen. Things that investors should know about right away. In this case, it's about their bankruptcy and how they're planning to get out of it. The date to keep in mind is April 3, 2025. That's when the main events in this report happened. The company we're looking at is Gritstone Bio, a company in the medicine and health industry. They are located in California. This part is just legal stuff, saying they're not trying to trick anyone with this filing. Here's something important. Their stock, called common stock, used to trade under the ticker symbol GITSQ, but now it's not on the NASDAQ anymore. The company's stock was removed. It's now trading on a less well-known market. The reason NASDAQ, the stock exchange, decided to remove their stock listing in March of 2025. Now their stock trades on a different, less popular market called the OTC Pink Marketplace. Okay, let's get to the heart of the matter. Back in October of 2024, Gritstone Bio filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That's like saying we're in big financial trouble and we need help to reorganize. But there's good news, or at least a plan forward. On April 3, 2025, the court approved their plan to get out of bankruptcy. This plan is how they hope to restructure their company and keep going. You can actually see the full plan if you want. It's filed as an exhibit, which is like an appendix to this report. The next day, April 4, 2025, the plan officially started. Now here's a big change. All the old shares of Gritstone Bio stock are cancelled. That's right, if you had stock in the company before this date, it's now worthless. The old shares are gone, and the people who own them won't get anything for them. So how's the company getting out of bankruptcy? Well, they're basically changing how their finances work. They're turning some of their debt, money they owe, into new stock in the company. This helps them lower the amount of debt they have. This is called a debt to equity conversion. Some of the people they owed money to, like lenders, will now own stock in the company instead. There is also something called a liquidating trust for some people they owe. This liquidating trust is like a pot of money and assets set aside to pay back some of the people they owe money to. It's specifically for those who didn't have something backing their claims. It's like when you borrow money and you put your house as a promise to pay back. The people without a promise get a trust. The company is issuing new stock called new equity interests to the people who are helping them get out of bankruptcy. The report says that they don't have to register these sales with the Securities and Exchange Commission. As we said before, if you own stock in the company before the bankruptcy plan, those shares are now cancelled. This part just confirms that. So because of all these changes, there's basically a new group of people in charge of the company. The old board of directors, the people who were running the company, are now gone. They resigned because of the bankruptcy plan. The company is also taking steps to remove its stock from being registered with the SEC. This means they won't have to file as many reports as they used to. If you're really interested in the details, you can find the full bankruptcy plan in this exhibit. So, what does all of this mean? Well, Gritstone Bio has been through a tough time. They filed for bankruptcy, but they have a plan to get out of it. However, if you are a stockholder before this plan, your shares are now worthless. The company is restructuring its debt, issuing new stock, and has a new board of directors. They are still working on paying back people money from the trust. Looking at this situation, there are a few things that stand out. On the one hand, the company has a plan to get out of bankruptcy. This is a positive sign that they are trying to turn things around. The bad news is that existing stockholders got wiped out. That's never good. The success of this restructuring depends on whether they can actually execute their plan and get their business back on track. It's a risky situation, but they're giving it a shot. One of the biggest problems is that the stock is not being traded in the top stock exchanges and is considered an over-the-counter stock. People don't trust OTC stocks that much. The future of Gritstone Bio is uncertain, but this bankruptcy plan is a big step in their journey. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the world of corporate filings.